Today, on the auspicious occasion of Teachers' Day, I am here to deliver my speech on my favorite teacher. We experience different teachers in our life. All teachers are not the same. There are a few of them that are very special for us and influences us in different ways. We can address them as our special teachers or our favorite teachers. I also have a favorite teacher of my school. My favorite teacher, her name is Miss Mudassira. She is 28 years old and she teaches us science. I was totally unable to understand the subject science before learning with her because learning formulas, chemical equations, reaction was all apart from me. But after her teaching methods, I became fluent in science. And now it is my one of the favorite subject. I really enjoy her classes. We don't fear her because she is a very friendly teacher. We can ask her anything referred to our class. She is a very talented and she can explain everything to us and in a very much clear way. Every student pays attention to her class. And we have a brilliant result in our examination. She monitors the activity of every single student and goes to parent-teacher meetings and discusses the performances of every student. She helps the parents to take care of their kids properly. She is a very energetic and inspiring teacher for me. I always get inspired from her. And she tells us that we need to study more to become a successful person in our life. I believe that we need to work hard and hard to get better results and come in the flying colors. She has a very good quality and habits in her. And these qualities made her special and different from other teachers for me. She is so kind and helpful. She helps the poor students financially sometimes and gives extra attention to the weak students. She is also the board member of our school. She is connected with so many social activities who is working for the welfare of our society. She is always smiling and never gets angry on anyone. She always shares our struggle and feelings with us. We get so much inspired from her story. She gives free tuition to these students and weak poor students so that they can get better results in their exams. And her teaching method is very different from other teacher. And she is also a very unique girl. And now I would like to conclude my speech with a thought with you all. Tell me, and I forgot, and teach me, and I may remember. Involve me, and I learn. Thank you, and have a great day.
Wow, wonderful.
Thank you, ma'am.
Yes, Ammar, what do you have to say about Maria's speech?
No, I'm very happy to see her speech. It's very well presented, and her voice is very clear. And I'm just going one by one on the feedback. And the speech is well written. The voice is very clear. There's a lot of emotions and sort of gestures, so it catches the audience attention, because sometimes you may also feel in my feedback that it can be very monotonous. It's on the same frequency, and then it doesn't, like, the audience may lose attention after a few minutes. So that's very good. Some people try to think it looks a bit too dramatic, but I think it's better to have more of it than less, because you don't know at what level the audience attention is, and maybe everyone is not paying attention. So it's quite good in that sense. I would mainly focus on the delivery rather than the content for this one, because it's a public speaking session we're having today. Although the content is also very well written, yeah, but I would rather focus my comments on the delivery, and it was quite good, and you should keep up with this. And it seemed very well rehearsed, which is good, which shows a lot of respect for the audience, that you come to a meeting well practiced. So you've spent your time before you are asking so many people to spend their time listening to you. That's quite good. If I have to give one area of improvement, I would say maybe try to make it a little bit more natural, so that it sounds, and I don't know how to do it. It's very different for everyone. For me, I just don't want to practice too much that every word that I say is memorized, and then it sounds more natural. Because at some point the benefit you get from being very well practiced may be lost, that it sounds too well rehearsed and not natural enough. So you just have to stop at the right level, I think, of practice, and then try to sound like, does this sound like how I talk day to day, or it sounds very different from how I talk day to day? And if it sounds too different, maybe that's too much practice at that point. That's the only small feedback I will give for improvement.
Thank you. Thank you very much, Maria, and thank you very much, Ammar. And now let me invite the next participant.
Ma'am, can I start my speech?
Yes, please.
Good evening to all. It's Falak Fatma, and I'm going to deliver a speech for my favorite teacher. My first favorite teachers are my parents. They taught me everything that I wanted to learn and that is important for me to learn. They made me brave. I was not as much brave as I am today. I'm thankful to God who blessed me with such good parents. 6 teachers teach her class, but Urmia ma'am influenced me more. She teaches us English. She has a good hold in her subject. She is an ideal lady. She is trained graduate. I'm inspired by her way of teaching, talking, and her behavior. That's why she is my favorite teacher. Urmia ma'am is a store of good qualities. Her dress sense is simple but attractive. She never wastes her time in idle tasks. She is friendly with all students. Last but not least, she is punctual and honey-tongued by words. And she always says, work is worship. And now I would like to end my speech with a thought. A teacher takes a hand, opens a mind, and touches a heart. Thank you and have a great time.
Beautiful, beautiful. Well presented. Yes. Now let me invite Ammar for his comments. Yes, Falak, keep on switching on your video. Keep your video on and then relax. Sit and relax and then listen.
I think this one is also very well presented by Falak. I like the fact that she's standing and delivering the speech. I think it helps with conveying more through her body language while she's speaking. And like before, her speech is also quite well written, and I'm very happy to see all these speeches are well written, well memorized. I don't think anyone has used paper so far, which is also quite good. For Falak specifically, I think her voice is quite good. It's pleasant to hear, and then she speaks with a lot of pause in her speaking. So although this topic is about my favorite teacher, so it may not be very complicated to understand, but even if she were delivering something much more complicated and difficult topics, I think with her style of delivery, it will be easy to understand, which is a very good quality to have, because these days, a lot of people, especially, in science or in technology, they have very difficult topics to explain, but their public speaking or their speech and delivery skills are maybe not as good. And then it's very hard for them to convey these difficult topics. So I think in that sense, Falak did a very good job of speaking clearly, slowly, making sure every sentence she speaks gets across before she starts the next one. So I think it's a very good job, and she could continue to keep practicing, trying to speak to bigger audience on different topics, make it slightly more complicated every time she speaks. And then these skills should develop quite well.
Thank you. Thank you very much, Amar. Thank you very much.